with it. Morning, good morning, good morning. Shit. Another day, what is it? October 23rd. There we go. Picking up my container, get my day started. Got one of them big ass cranes lifting it off of one chassis and putting it on mine. I had seen some song on YouTube. I mean, on not YouTube, on fucking Facebook. I don't know what the goddamn song is. That motherfucker said, I've been looking for that hoe, man. Where she at? I've been looking for that hoe, man. Where she at, man? Where she at, man? I've been looking for that hoe, man. Where she at? I should have never heard that motherfucking song, cuz. I should have never heard that goddamn song, man. They should have never let me hear that shit. I've been looking for that hoe, man. Where she at? Where she at? What's happening with it, man? I'm back. What's happening? Cracking. Locked and loaded. Ready to explode. Rolling, man. Man, it's another morning. I got my motherfucking container. About to go and hit this road. Get this day started and over with. When I get back to the crib, do the shit I like to do, fucking with my cars. Shit, I had worked on my cars yesterday. I should have videoed it. But I ain't gonna lie, I ain't feel like phones in the house on the charger and shit. I ain't feel like going to get that motherfucker. I was tripping. I'm trying to get these cars situated because I'm trying to get to that 64 Impala. So the 64 Impala is gonna take me a whole lot of fucking work because it's a ground up deal. So I'm trying to get these other cars to a certain point so I can focus on, so I can put my undivided attention on that car, because I don't really want that motherfucker to be one of them deals that 5-10 year build. I want to get started on that motherfucker, get it going, get it out the way. What's up with it? What's up with it? Man, they like the entire motherfucking ring. Shit, these motherfuckers get on my nerves. Put this code in real quick. Back live, back live, back live. Hello. Nah, man, I be doing this shit, man. And me and these other guys, you know, we kind of run for the same company, man. These niggas be really trying to race you, man. Like, they be trying to race you, boy. Man, them motherfuckers wasn't a bit more giving a fuck about leaving early or starting early. They was starting at fucking 8:30, 9 o'clock, and all that shit. And them motherfuckers saying, so that's what I was doing at one point, because I'm like on this particular load, because I thought that's what they wanted. Shit. Trying to do some going that shit sometimes. But anyway. So I was starting late. I don't like starting late. I be wanting to start early, man. Shit, if I could start at motherfucking shit 4 o'clock, shit, I would. But you know, this particular load, you can't really start that early because they got, you know, it's just the way shit go. But anyway, so I noticed that one of the dispatch people that fuck with this load, they come in early. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go in earlier and see if I can pull what I need to pull. So I gone ahead and move on down the motherfucking road. And so, man, I got back early. Them niggas seen me getting back early because I'm passing them, going back, and they going. And I'm like, next thing you know, here come this week. They seen me doing that last week. And so here come this week. Now, these motherfuckers is in the same motherfucking time I'm in. Like, come on, man. Y'all motherfuckers was finally coming in at 8:39. Yeah, man, keep doing what you doing. Yeah, y'all wasn't tripping. Shit, I hate coming in and fucking, I hate doing loads starting out my fucking day and that fucking late. This shit's annoying than a motherfucker. Like, the later you start, the later you come back. I'd rather just get this shit done and have to wait. Get this shit out the way. It just is what it is. It's how shit goes. That shit you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just out here getting it how they live. Don't nobody want to be on this road all motherfucking day. One thing I be thinking about though, man, like I'm American, right? And I be seeing everything that be going on with these trucks on the road and all that. And I don't know, man, it's like, it's fucked up when you see these wrecks that's been going on and the conditions that these people be under or be in when they be having these wrecks. And I think it's kind of fucked up. Like, they, like, on the cool, they recently just started letting, like, a lot of these illegal immigrants, like people from, like, Afghanistan and Middle Eastern countries and all that stuff. And I don't know why they call it the Middle East. Ain't no such thing as the Middle East, but that's what people say. Anyway, but you know, all these Indian people and all this other kind of shit, like, you got these different cultures of foreigners that come over, that they allow to come over here, get licenses, give them licenses in different type of ways, give them CDLs in different type of ways, and they put them on the road, knowing that, like, the way our road system works is different from how their road system works. But they ain't give a fuck about this shit. They was just whatever money was being passed under the table for between the government and whoever the fuck, they was allowing that shit to happen. And so now you done put all these people on the road, and you wasn't checking it, or you wasn't regulating it. Now I suppose it's causing an issue. But my thing is that you got a lot of the drivers that think, well, people are small-minded in my opinion. Because you got a lot of drivers that think that, well, if you get rid of all these illegal immigrants, the rates are going to go back up, and the load rate's going to go back up, and it's going to be more load opportunities and all that type of stuff. I don't believe none of this shit. I don't think so. They can get rid of all them illegal immigrants that they done let drive in the last 3, 4, 5 years, and I do not believe the rates are going to go back up. I do not believe it's going to be more driving opportunities come in. I don't believe none of that shit. I think that's just some shit that they try to sell, and motherfuckers try to run with it. The people who ran the rates into the ground was not the illegal immigrants. The people who ran the rates into the ground was companies like J.B. Hunt, Schneider, Swift, what was that other one called? Night something, I forgot what the fuck it was. That CR trucking or whatever the fuck it's called, that be putting a lot of truck drivers on the street. Like big companies like that are the ones that, especially J.B. Hunt, Swift, and Schneider, they were the ones that really ran the rates into the ground. And, you know, because it's like they try to corner the market by you know, putting these companies under these, you know, crazy ass contracts. And so then they got so many drivers and all this other kind of shit. They just run it all, you know, they run the prices down. And so it's like they control the load. So they only gonna put so much out there. That's where that shit came from. But it's like, but they try to take the target off their back, put it on the immigrants' back. Oh yeah, it's these immigrants. Man, come on. Come on. It's been, motherfuckers been bitching and crying about rates. The first time I heard people bitch and cry about rates, I was in high school. I was 19. That was fucking, I was 18. I was in fucking high school at 18. Like, what was that, like 99, 2000. I seen people complaining about rates really earlier than that. But it's always been a part of trucking. Like the rates been driven down, and it's always been driven down by these big companies, these big corporations. Now all of a sudden, you got a handful of illegal immigrants, or I really don't like calling them illegal immigrants because they allowed to come over here. So how are you allowed to come over here but you're an illegal immigrant? Like that don't even make sense. And now if you lied and you know, snuck over here some kind of way, or you know, forged some type of documents, then that's different. That's illegal. But if they offered you a system to come over here, how are you an illegal immigrant? Like that don't even make sense. It's like, you know, I feel, you know, but it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's like these people, but people are so small-minded that the federal government can really convince them that, hey, it's not us, we not the problem. It's these illegals over here. So it's like after you get all the illegals out the way, then who else is it going to be? Who fault is going to be then? You know what I'm saying? It's like when they done took our strippers off all their licenses, they can't drive no goddamn more. Who fault is it then? You know what I'm saying? That's the next thing. Who fault is it then? Because the blame is going to go to somebody else when they see like, oh, the rates didn't go up no higher. And the amount of available work is the same. It's like, what's the fuck going on? Like, these motherfuckers got this trucking shit planned out, and they got this shit organized to where they know everything that's going on. They know what loads we moving, how we moving the loads, and the whole nine, how much we moving them for, because they construct all that shit. You know what I'm saying? They regulate all that shit. And they turn it up and down as they need. You know what I'm saying? Shit, like, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. It's like you can't fall for the banana and tailpipe and think that when they telling you that it's somebody else's fault, you got the government's telling you that it's an individual's fault. It's like, man, no, it ain't. It's y'all fault. Because these individuals wouldn't be able to do the shit that they was doing if y'all didn't make it possible for them to do it in the first place. These immigrants that come over here and create programs to get licenses with no names. So it's like people are mad at an individual because they got a license with no name, a CDL license with no name. The license says no name. People are mad at the individual for giving instead of being mad at the motherfuckers who gave it to them. We couldn't do that as fucking American fucking citizens. We couldn't get no goddamn drive. We couldn't get a driver's license with no name. How you gonna bring over an illegal immigrant and get him a CDL with no name? It's like, why are we mad at the immigrant instead of being mad at the people who made it possible? The people who made it okay to do that. That's who we should be looking at. That's who we should be questioning. That's who we should be locking their ass up and finding their ass, is the people who put these systems in place for these people to get the access to the shit that they was doing. Why did you give them access to a no-name driver's license? Why did you give them access to no domicile licenses and shit like that? Like, who authorized that? Who idea was that? That's who we supposed to be mad at. That's who we supposed to be questioning. That's who we supposed to be checking. Not the people who took advantage of the program and benefited from the program. We need to look at the motherfuckers who created the program, because they're the problem. That's who the problem is. They made this issue possible. But those people who created the program, who allowed the programs, that approved the programs, they're telling us those people are your problem. Y'all need to they telling us that when we come across these people, we need to report them. Y'all the ones who put them out here. Y'all the ones who allowed them to be out here doing this shit. Why in the fuck is it my job to look at another driver or look at somebody and report them when y'all the ones who created the problem? Y'all the ones who created the issue. You wouldn't have none of these. 5 years ago, you did not see none of these people driving. 5 years ago, immigrants driving or illegal, I don't want to say immigrants, no documented. 5 years ago, you didn't have non-documented individuals driving semi-trucks in fucking America. The only way you had a person that really wasn't from America driving was either if you was down at the border somewhere in the state that borders Mexico, and you got some of the Mexican drivers bring in loads, or they come and pick up a load and take it back to Mexico. So you got drivers that's going back and forth from some of these southern states and western states, back and forth from Mexico to America, Mexico to Mexico to America. And then as well as that up north, you got drivers coming in from Canada and going back out. You know what I'm saying? They come in to drop off a load, and they come in to pick up a load and take it back. So those two was the main people or groups that you had coming back and forth prior to the last 3, 4, 5 years. I guess I can say 5 years, where you got illegal people or non-documented people driving in America. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's people that they either brought over here from other countries that America, like, you knew these people was coming over here. And that's the reason why you created these licensing programs, so that they can get a license to drive. Y'all created these programs. So now that it became an issue, y'all are trying to tell us and convince us that they are the problem, when you are the ones that created the programs. It's like, man, you can't push blame. It's y'all fault. You know what I'm saying? And then when an individual has a wreck, they want to like promote it as if Indian people or foreign people or illegal people are the only ones out here having wrecks. They want to act like that that they are so ignorant to our road systems and our signs that they're the issue, that they're the problem, and they're the ones that's causing all these wrecks on the road. They're the ones that's creating a danger to society. And so prior to this, just think about how short-term people's thinking is. 3, 4, 5 years ago, the complaint of dangerous drivers was these big companies that had their own CDL schools that was just turning out drivers just left and right. They were just putting 10, 20, 30 drivers out on the roads weekly. You know what I'm saying? You know, different various companies. So you got 5, 6, 7 major companies doing that with multiple school locations. They putting out hundreds of drivers that's really not competent enough to drive on these roads, and they was just dumping them out here. These motherfuckers didn't even know how to hook up trucks to trailers. And it's like, where did you come from? Well, I came from Swift. It's like, how the fuck you come from Swift and you don't know how to back up to a truck? I mean, back up to a trailer. It didn't make no sense. And that was the complaint. What, 3, 4, 5 years ago? That was the complaint. They was the ones that was causing these accidents and causing the wrecks and all this kind of stuff, because they was putting these people on the road and they wasn't competent enough to be on the road. It was just like they was just passing them on through. That was the complaint then. When they was running people over on the road and they was killing a lot of people and shit, you had all these lawyers and shit switch from collision injuries cases to big truck injury cases. And the Indians wasn't driving then. You know what I'm saying? The Indians wasn't driving then. The Indians wasn't, these undocumented people wasn't driving then. You know what I'm saying? And so now now they never really did nothing about that. Now you fast forward to now, and it's like, so since I'm a truck driver, I'm in a lot of truck driving groups. I follow different type of truck drivers. You still have American drivers out here driving down the wrong side of the road, out here having wrecks, out here running people off the road, out here running their truck off the road, out here running, just having all these different wrecks. Those wrecks are still going on right now with American drivers, American-born drivers. And it's not being publicized, it's not being pushed, it's not being highlighted, it's not being, no attention is being given to it. But you'll see it here and there in the trucking groups. But then all of a sudden, this Indian guy that has a driver's license picture with a turban on his head, has a wreck, kills a bunch of people, and I'm not covering or I'm not defending the guy but I'm not defending anybody who gets out here and dangerously drives or recklessly drives and drives under conditions that they shouldn't be driving in, where they sleepy or they high or they drunk or they just don't know, they not aware or don't understand what they're going on. I don't give a fuck who it is. You have an American driver that knows English because they fucking from America, don't know some of these road signs out here, and they just, the trucking company just would throw their ass out there. And they shouldn't be on the road. But they waiting right now because it's all a propaganda push. They waiting right now for any type of wreck that anybody get hurt in, and it's a foreigner driving. It's a foreigner driving. We had a wreck here in Texas where it was a Mexican driver that killed a whole fucking family. And the only survivor was a little girl. She wasn't a little girl. I think she was like 20 or 21. But the truck killed her mother, her father, her grandfather, and her brother, her little brother. They was in the same vehicle. She was the only one survived, and she lost a foot in the wreck. And that was publicized locally, but it didn't go everywhere, in my opinion, is because the guy was from America. He was a Mexican guy from America, and that was driving past the amount of hours he was supposed to be driving, and he fell asleep. But because he was an American driver, that didn't really get a lot of publicity. I think it was a week later, or maybe 2 weeks at the most, when the guy made the U-turn and killed that one couple, or that one, I don't remember how many people, I think it was 3 people in that SUV. I think it might have been 3 people in that SUV at that time when he did that U-turn and the van hit it. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks later after that other wreck where the girl family died, another lady died. I forgot how many people that got killed. I think he killed a group of people. And they didn't publicize that. But then 2 weeks ago, a week or 2 later, the Indian guy with the turban on his head, he makes the U-turn. That gets publicized. That's all over the place. Then everybody starts going, oh, we need to get these Indians off the road. It's like, what about all these other motherfuckers? Like the Indians, like it's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. You got 1 or 2 cases of one situation, but it's constant other cases. It's drivers out here killing people every day, but it's regular cars that's killing people every day too. None of this is being publicized, but they looking for, all they want is somebody that's Muslim with a turban on their head. If they have a wreck and they kill somebody, that's being publicized. They putting that all over everything. And people are so dumb to where they look at all the rest of them and be like, y'all are the problem. You can take that to any group if they get rid of the Indians. So then you have a black dude drive and kill a whole bunch of people. Then they'll target black people. Get the black people out the way. You have a Mexican drive. Mexican kill a bunch of people. Then they'll target the Mexican people. Now all the Mexican people. Then they get them out the way. It's like, bro, then you got the white people. So it's like, what the white people, what you gonna do then? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that propaganda shit, bro. I don't follow that shit. I don't follow that shit. And what's crazy to me is when you have black individuals that go along with the shit too. How the fuck you gonna go along with it and you black? You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting up here saying you gonna be black and you supposed to be out here defending people and protest. I'm not saying that. But how you gonna side with a system of the manpower? They need the voices, the manpower, and they need the physical help. So then they want to fuck with your black ass. Come help us fight these motherfuckers. And all these black people, they sharing the shit. Yeah, man, these Indians out here making jokes and all this shit. But 5 years ago, you was the problem. 3 years ago, you was the problem. But now somebody else is okay. It's just like 9/11. 9/11, when 9/11 happened, we come to find out that Muslims had nothing to do with it for real. But at the end of the day, that's the image, that's the people that they perpetrated to tell us that that's who it was. And you had some black people at that time making jokes about the shit. Like, look, these white people, they looking at the Muslims, they looking at the Indian people and all this shit. They ain't looking at us no more. People really thought that shit was funny. I didn't think the shit was funny. Because it's like, okay, yeah, they looking at them today. Once they deal with that shit and they get tired, that shit run its course, they're gonna be right back on your black ass. And what happened? As soon as the attention and that drive of 9/11 was over with, what did they do? They started right back. Then you had motherfucking Trayvon Martin, all that shit going on. And Trayvon Martin, I forgot the other guy. It was another guy, a young kid that got killed coming from the stove. All that shit started happening. You know what I'm saying? It's okay and it's funny when they paying attention to somebody else. It's okay, it's funny when somebody else is getting harassed and pushed out the country or talked too crazy, or it's always some type of propaganda promotion against these people. It's always fun, it's always a game. It's woo, they ain't paying attention to us right now. But then when at some point they gonna be over that, they gonna be finished with that. They ain't gonna be putting that attention on that shit no more. And where the attention gonna go to after that, right back on your black ass. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, y'all just gotta stop signing up for them goddamn witch hunts and trying to ridicule people or pass on propaganda in situations and all that kind of stuff like that. No matter what color you are, no matter what race you are, all we trying to do is feed our families. That's what everybody's trying to do. What's supposed to be doing is trying to feed their families. And you know what I'm saying? We got bad apples here, we got bad apples there that we have to deal with. But just because of one or two bad apples, you can't ridicule or come down on a whole race of people because of a few bad apples, just because of some bad apples. Because everybody has damn near almost the same faults, the same issues, the same problems. Everybody, you got in this trucking, using this trucking as an example, you got white drivers out here having wrecks and injuring people and killing people. You got black people doing it. You got Mexicans doing it. You got Indians doing it. You got Vietnamese people doing it. It's like the shit just happens. You know what I'm saying? People not doing what they supposed to do, or people just lack the right judgment at the right time and they make a bad choice. I'm not covering for people making bad decisions or having bad habits or just being just fucking degenerates because you just had those people. My point is, just because you got one or two or three, or I don't give a fuck, 5 or 10 degenerates in this group of people, that don't mean all of them are like that. That's all I'm saying. And it's like, I'm not finna sit up here and sign up for no fucking witch hunt with nobody, especially with the government and the system that we have here today. I'm not finna sit up there. These the same people who fuck with all of us as drivers and that stay in our pocket and stay taken away from us as drivers, want us to side with them and report if we see any illegal drivers. It's like, no, you the ones that put these people on the road. So you need to go back and find all these people that you put on the road and do what the fuck you supposed to do about it. You need to clean that up. Y'all made that mess. I'm not in the business of cleaning up behind other people's mess. The federal government and local governments, and they allow people undocumented or undocumented with no training or knowledge of training to get behind the wheels of these goddamn trucks. And they need to, if it's that much of a problem, they need to clean it up. They need to get out here and they need to clean it up. You can't look at other people and be like, oh, it's your job. No, it ain't my job. My job is to make sure I'm driving safe, and I get my load to where it needs to be, and I get my ass back home. That's what my job is. My job ain't to come and clean up the fucking mess that my government done fucking caused. I feel like it's enough of that. Our government causes so many problems and so many issues, and then they want us as the common to clean up what they fucking created. When they sit up here and make decisions, if a lot of decisions that they made, if they gave citizens the opportunity to vote on it, a lot of stuff that they be doing, the citizens will vote against it. But because we allowed them to create a government and create a protection barrier around them to where we can't access them and we can't control them, now they do whatever the fuck they want to do without our approval. Even if we have protests and we say that we don't want this, that, or the third, they still gonna do it anyway if that's what they want to do, because it's all about money. It's all about money at the end of the day, you know. But it's like they'll fuck up and they realize or try to tell us that, like, well, it's your American duty to clean up our mess. Basically, it's your American duty to clean up our mess. They fuck up relationships with other countries, then want to send our kids off to war, and it's like to fucking get killed over because one group of people's ego is bigger than the other group of people's ego, and nobody wants to come to an agreement. And so now our kids have to go off the war, or if our kids got to go and protect some other countries' leaders and all that kind of shit, while we got hell and all this other shit going on over here. It's like, you know, it's just crazy. It's like the shit that they be trying to say is like, man, the government, they need to clean up their own goddamn mess. Y'all caused the shit. Y'all done asked our opinion on it. Y'all done asked us to vote on it. So all these decisions y'all be making, y'all need to deal with it. Shit. That's just how I feel about that shit. That shit get old to me. I'm not participating in no witch hunts. I'm not participating in none of that shit. Fuck them folks. The only thing I do, if I see somebody doing something dangerous in front of me and I can do something or say something to stop it, then I do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who it is or what the situation is. But I'm not sitting out. I'm not finna walk around fucking Loves or a truck stop and ask drivers, let me see your license. You're supposed to be driving. Call fucking have ice on fucking speed dial. Hey, I see a whole bunch of immigrant looking people up here. It's like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. Because if y'all was doing y'all motherfucking job, they wouldn't be on the road in the first fucking place. If they such a fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of this shit be too at the same time. I think they was pushing the people to get CDLs and drive trucks and shit. That's really what I think. And really why I think that is, because back in the day, most of these guys that be coming over here, that's, you know, that's Indian or Middle Eastern, whatever you want to call it. Middle Eastern is the incorrect term anyway, but I just say it because that's what everybody knows. It's really an incorrect term. But because the people, they might have similar, they might look similar in some aspects, but they be from totally different other places. Like they just look similar in a way. But, and you know, but I just say, the only reason if you hear me say Middle Eastern is because I know that's what people know them by. So that's the reason why I say it. But yeah, man, back in the day, they was giving them convenience stores in the hood and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They was the ones that had the quickie marts and all that other kind of shit like that. But now it's nowhere for them to put their corner stores really, because goddamn 7-Eleven goddamn near all the goddamn corner stores. And, you know, and I guess they not coming up out no money or giving them no grants to open up corner stores no more. So they like, here, take this city here. Go drive some trucks. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, they'd have been at the goddamn corner store. It's like shit owning the corner store, running the corner store. Whoever, you know, whatever the fuck is going on, there's, here goes CDL. Go out there on that road. Yeah, drive that goddamn 80,000 pound load across the goddamn country with no training. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, y'all allowed that shit. Man, y'all came up with this shit. Like, shit, you can't fault them people for taking advantage of it. Shit, y'all shit, it wouldn't have been nothing to take them people through the proper fucking training. It wouldn't have been nothing to make sure that they was getting the proper training before they hit the road. Y'all just up here, just take this license. Take this license. No, I don't want to drive. No, motherfucker, you gonna drive the goddamn truck. Here, take this goddamn license. Yeah, shit. You don't have a name, we'll give you one, drive this goddamn truck. I don't know how to drive. No, it don't matter. Shit, somebody will tell you. It's like, shit, man. It's like they put these people out here, man. Then they want to act like these people just falsified some documents and just got in a truck. It's like, no, y'all put them out here. This is y'all fault. Y'all need to clean it up. Shit. That shit's crazy to me. Like, people never want to deal with what the actual issue is or the problem. This is what it is. A lot of y'all know that psychologist story that they often tell about how they used to have like a crazy house or a psych ward or something like that, and they'll take people into this room and they'll turn on the faucet and let the faucet flood the room. And the way that they could tell if the person was sane or not was they would plug the sink, turn the water on, flood the room. If the person went in there and grabbed the mop and just started mopping, they was crazy. They was still crazy, and they'll put their ass back in their straight jacket and put them in the room. If you went in there and if you went in there and if they put a person in there and they looked around and they went and turned the faucet off, then they be like, oh, okay, this person is insane, they'll let them go. We dealing with a government that really just want us to literally just pick up the mop and start mopping and not actually deal with the source of the problem. And so when you sit up there and be like, when you play that blame game and you blaming people, you blaming a group of people, oh, it's them Indian people, oh, it's them Mexican people, oh, it's them illegal immigrants, oh, it's them undocumented so-and-sos, oh, it's them black people, oh, it's them white people, oh, it's this, it's that. When you playing that game, you the individual that just picked up the mop and just started mopping. That's who you are. You the one that just picked up the mop and started mopping instead of going to turn the water off at the sink. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. And that's really what our government is trying to condition us to be. There's a bunch of motherfuckers mopping up a fucking flood and not dealing with the actual issue. Our problems in America starts with our government. That's where locally, on the local level and the federal level, all of our problems that we have as far as government-wise starts with our government. A lot of the stuff that we deal with or we see on a day-to-day basis, a lot of stuff is transpired from things that they've implemented over the course of years, like decades back. A lot of the stuff that we see today, a lot of the hate that we have towards one another in America, is really all comes from the fucking federal government and the CIA. From things that they created and implemented over 50 to 100 years ago. And they knew that it would cause what we have going on today. It's all documented. It's like all this stuff that I'm talking about is documented stuff. It's like you can actually look it up and see it in more detail. When I speak about it, I speak about it more in a general sense. I don't really go far as into the detail. But everything I'm saying, you can actually go look up books and read books or read articles and Google shit, and you'll find the shit that I'm saying. And it's like you'll find the shit that I'm saying and the topics that I'm talking about. And they own individual states and then how they run together and connect with other things. It's important for the system that we have in America today that we all hate one another. It's important. It's important for the system that we have in America today that we all are divided and that we all look at one another as the problem. Because it keeps our eyes and our focus off of the true problem. That's really what it is. And it's like, and oftentimes when the young people come up, they see and they'll speak about it probably from the time they probably 16 to 21. And then somewhere around, I'd say maybe probably about 25 to 35, somehow they get conformed to whatever agenda the system is pushing. And they just become a part of it. We all do. We all come a part of it in some type of way. And either one day we wake up or we experience something and we wake up and we try to change things. Or some people, they stay woke the whole process and they never conform. But you got a lot of people that just conform. And it's like, I've watched it with people I know personally that was one way when I knew them in their 20s to now, they the total opposite. If the person that they was in their 20s would hate the person that they became to be. You know what I'm saying? But it's because of this system. It's like, I don't know, man, you're dealing with people who know how to get in your head. You dealing with people who know how to get in your mind, and they know it, and they deal with this shit they work every day. Where you just looking at Monday through Friday, they work every single day. You waiting to take a vacation, you waiting for Christmas, you waiting for some holiday, and you excited to have a day off. You can't wait for the Sunday night football or Monday night football or wait for the Super Bowl or the playoffs. These people are constantly fucking working to figure out how to shape you and mold you into the citizen that they want you to be. They already trying to figure out how to shape and mold your kids into the citizens that they want them to be. That's the reason why when you go to the schools and you look at your child's homework or the shit that they studying, the shit don't make no sense. It's crazy. It's foreign to you because when we was going through school, they was trying to program us to go one way. And at some point in time, they like, okay, we need to make some adjustments. And so they make some adjustments. So then when you go and look at your kids' work and you don't understand it, you can't comprehend it, it's because they training your child in a different way. When we send our kids to public school, they're being trained to become whatever these people want them to be in society. They got this shit figured out, man, and it's like, you know, we as people are just late to the party. And some of us even, this boy going too far, but anyway, I'm just saying, bro, don't be so quick to jump on the bandwagon of what society is pushing or what agenda that they pushing, because a lot of this shit is not real or it's not true or it's just one-sided or somebody is benefiting from the situation. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Look, have me something to drink. Kind of crazy, man. It's like in this society, I always wonder if other countries are like that, but I pretty much assume that they are. I don't think every country is like that, because you see some places that seem like real relaxed, but nobody fucks with them. Like I don't know. I can't think of the damn country right now. I can't think of the name of the damn country, but you got different countries. It's kind of small, and they don't bother nobody. Like, shit, they barely got any technology, but they still kind of up to standards of how we live. But they just relaxed country. Like, you see, like, nobody really ever bothers Canada. Canada just be chilling. Like, they have their issues here and there. But for the most part, it just seems like Canada just be chilling. Like, you don't really hear a lot of drama with them. Like, it could be, and it's just not being out, it's not being publicized. It's just the last bit of drama I ever seen from Canada was when the truck drivers up there was on strike. When the truck drivers up there was having that strike, and all that shit was going on. That's like the only piece of drama I done ever seen with Canada. Like, it just seemed like all, you can say, recent times when that Trump, and then Trump told him that he just need to make Canada the 52nd country or some shit like that, he said. And it was kind of like some controversy behind that whole thing. That's it. Like, you don't really hear much else from them people. Mexico, it's always something about the goddamn cartels and shit. That's all you ever hear about them. But it's like, you know, it's in like America, like we always got some goddamn beef or something going on. It's like we always fighting about something. We always arguing about something. We always, and I feel like social media do nothing but make it just 10 times worse. Because now it gives people the ability to say things that they really feel that they would never say in public. A lot of shit that people say on social media they wouldn't say in public because they know they'll get their ass knocked the fuck out. A lot of these people on social media, they know that they could make some posts and say some shit on social media and draw other people in, like-minded people in. Then they could team up and they could go somewhere and they could bully people or try to fight people or try to provoke people because that's what they own. And them people would have never did that shit by themselves if it wasn't for social media. You know what I'm saying? Like you had groups back in the day, but they was small groups or whatever, but it took them a little bit longer to get a follower or get a group together because everything was, wasn't like it was today with how the internet is. That's funny, man. I don't give a damn. I ain't joining these people's shit, man. Fuck these folks. Yeah, that's why too when it comes to social media, man, it's like you really can't even react to be provoked by shit people do and say when it comes to social media because you don't know if you're dealing with a bot. Now you don't know if you're just dealing with AI and that AI system is set on negative. So it's just designed to give you a negative response with everything that you say or do. You don't know if that's what you're dealing with. So it's not even worth wasting your time and your energy responding to it unless it benefits you in some kind of way. If it benefits you, it's totally different. If it benefits you, you get some type of benefit from interacting with negativity on social media, by all means go for it. I think that's why a lot of people react to it because it benefits them. It generates more attention. It generates more views, more likes, more interaction. And so I feel like a lot of people, succumb to the bullshit, in my opinion. Alright, man, I appreciate everybody checking in. Down this road. Might jump back on a little bit later on. Appreciate y'all checking in. Hope y'all having a good morning where y'all at. Hope y'all have a productive day. And you know what I'm saying? Get up and get yours, man. Appreciate y'all.